thought of reading real stories, which are novels. To read a novel is to live 1,000 lives, is to feel the emotions, is to learn lessons all in one book. Just the description could take you to another world. You will stand in the author's point of view, feel his emotion, see through his eyes. Reading will teach you how to see the world properly. Our world is just more, it's carrying more beauty that we just cannot see. So I guess it's your time to see. So pick up a book, go to a journey, and change your life.
Imagine if you can get better 1% daily. A kind of word, one extra page of Quran, a small step in learning. Feels tiny, right? But Islam teaches that those small steps are the key to greatness. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, the most beloved deeds to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are those done consistently, even if they're small. Even the Holy Quran was revealed step by step, showing us that real change is gradual, not instant. So my advice is this: don't chase big leaps that will fade away. Just ask yourself every day, what's my 1% today? Because if you keep going with sincerity and patience, those small steps will carry you to success greater than you ever imagined.
Habits are things that we do on autopilot, like putting on your seatbelt, brushing your teeth. Those are considered habits because your brain thinks of them as a shortcut. So it doesn't have to think about it much. Actually, habits are loops that follow a simple 3-step pattern. We have the trigger, the routine, and the reward. The trigger could be like waking up in the morning. The routine could be like going to the kitchen, and the reward could be like the first sip of coffee, like the first bite of a sandwich. It's like things that tell your brain to repeat this habit over and over.
Have you ever failed at something or felt like giving up? Many people think that failure is the end, but in reality, failure is one of the greatest teachers in our life. This idea is a part of what we call a growth mindset. They believe that our abilities can be improved by effort, learning, and persistence. Failure teaches us many lessons. It shows us what doesn't work. It challenges us to try new strategies, and it pushes us to improve. And many successful people face setbacks before they become successful and before they achieve their goals. And one of these examples, one of the greatest scientists, Albert Einstein, he struggled as a child and he couldn't speak fluently until he was 4. And his teachers said that he would never succeed. And later he faced many rejections from schools and job applications, but he never gave up and he kept experimenting and learning, and eventually his ideas changed the world of science and the world of physics. And the next time you fail, don't say why me, say what can I learn from this.
Making mistakes is a part of being human, but what makes someone truly smart is noticing their mistakes and getting rid of them before they turn into bad habits. In which case, every good riddance is a chance to restart stronger. From there, the key is to actively seek out habits that serve you. Start small, repeat them daily, and let them guide you towards your goal. By choosing habits that energize you, you turn small habits into everlasting progress. And remember, nobody raises to their goals effortlessly. They fall to their habits, build the right ones, and eventually reshape their futures.
Not only can unmanaged stress become toxic, but it also reveals itself through mental and physical signs. Mentally, anxiety and worry may appear, which keep the brain in a constant state of alert. Rarely does the mind find peace when stress is overwhelming. Sleeping problems such as insomnia are also common consequences. Physically, stress takes its toll as well. Heart problems may develop since stress increases blood pressure and heartbeat. Neurochronic conditions exempt. For too much stress may worsen diseases such as diabetes and asthma. Only when stress is managed wisely does it transform from a burden into a tool for growth and resilience.
Reading is not just a simple hobby. It is a powerful habit that can change your life and open new doors in your life. First, books give you unlimited knowledge. They are like windows to different worlds, cultures, and ideas. Reading helps you to see the world from different perspectives and understand it in a deeper way. Finally, reading is a key to knowledge, creativity, and personal development. If you read every day, even for a short time, your life will definitely change in a positive way.
People who have fixed mindset, they believe that they don't have ability, they are not intelligent at all, and their abilities cannot be changeable. Also, they fear from failure because if they fail, they feel they don't have ability. Also, they view success as a mainly proof to prove themselves. As well, they avoid challenges. They don't want to be challenged. Also, they prefer to stay in comfort zones. On the other hand, people who have growth mindset, they think they have ability, they have intelligence as well. They can improve their ability, their intelligence as well. They don't fear from difficult problems because they can go with it. They didn't give up at all until they achieve what they want to do. They view success as a mainly way to improve themselves, not to prove themselves.
Positive thinking means focusing on the positive aspects and ignoring the negative. Many people consider positive thinking a means of living a peaceful life and enabling them to interact with people easily. There are many advantages to people who think positively. For example, they can overcome life difficulties with ease, they spread joy to those around them, and they don't overreact to things that bother them, but rather accept them and consider them a life experience. It brings happiness and reassurance to people and equips them with skills that makes them stronger and better able to face life.
Phones and social media makes us lose focus and waste time. It also can reduce real communication with people around us, and it can also affect our sleep and sometimes our mental health because we compare ourselves with others. But with digital discipline, we can focus better and use our time wisely. It also, we can give more attention to people around us like family and friends. And the most important thing that we feel less stress and more balance in life.
In the age of streaming, time is your most valuable asset. Once it's gone, you cannot turn it back. Today is the youngest you will ever be again, so you have the time to become everything you want to be in life. So write down your dreams, make a list how you can accomplish it. But here's the truth, motivation comes and goes, while discipline gets things done. When you commit to specific habits and you stick to them no matter how hard or uncomfortable they are, that means that you are leaving your comfort zone. So how to build discipline? To build discipline, you have 4 daily wins. Physical win, go to the gym and exercise. Financial win, work on your craft, create, build. Maybe you can start your own YouTube channel. Mental win, read, learn and build and feed your mind with knowledge. Spiritual win, work, breathe and break, journal and connect with your inner self. And when you be committed to these daily wins every single day for 90 days, your life will be transformed and you will start building trust in yourself and you will realize like, wow, I trust myself and I can actually do anything I want. Your life will be transformed. And always remember, if you don't sacrifice for what you want is going to be the sacrifice.
For example, like final exam at Exceed, you have to study for it. If you don't study for it, you will fail. What are the reasons for procrastinating? One is you don't see the benefit immediately. So if you work day by day, you will not see the benefit. For example, the job you are working at, you will have the salary after 1 month. Your certificate, you will take it after 1 year, so you don't see the benefits. How to overcome procrastination? The first solution is that you break the task into small pieces. For example, like the glossary of vocabulary at Exceed, you have to save page by page every day. Don't delay until the final or the last week.
Time management is the most important skill to success in our life and work and school. Time management means using our time wisely and make the most important things done. All of us, we have 24 hours in a day, but how to organize these hours in making the most important things done and make the difference between stress and success. We have some tips to manage our time. Firstly, prioritize tasks, make the most important things done. Second, make a plan, like even if we make 10 minutes in the morning in our day and make schedule. Third, avoid distractions.
Personal development is the process of improving yourself through conscious habits, learning, and self-reflections. It's not something that happens overnight. Rather, it's a continuous journey for growth. One key aspect of personal development is goal setting. When we set clear, realistic goals, we give ourselves a sense of direction and purpose. These goals act as a roadmap, guiding our actions and keeping us motivated. Another important part is self-awareness. Understanding our strengths allows us to use them effectively, while recognizing our weaknesses helps us work on them and avoid repeating mistakes. This leads for better decision making and stronger relationships. In the end, personal development is about becoming the best version of yourself. It builds confidence, improves communication skills, and opens opportunities for success in every area of life.
Hello, I'm here to give you some practical advice for turning stress into strength. First, you have to practice mindfulness. Pause, breathe deeply, and focus on the present to clear your mind. Second, reframe challenges. Look at stress as an opportunity to grow, motivating you to find solutions. Third, connect with others. Talking to friends or family can provide supports and new perspectives. Finally, stay active. Exercise to release endorphins, boosting your mood and reducing stress.
Stress is the body's natural response to a perceived threat or demand, raising hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. Chronic stress can harm our health, affecting mood, sleep, and the immune system.
Have you ever wondered why breaking bad habits feel so hard? It's because habits from a habit loop. Every repetition is strings that pathway until the behavior becomes automatic. To bring a bad habit, identify the cue and replace the routine with a healthier action that gives a similar reward. For example, if stress makes you grab snacks, try drinking water when you feel tense.
Failures are not the end, but actually they are the best of our teachers. We often think that failure means weakness, but the truth is that failure is the first step to success. You have to keep going, keep forward, just focus on your goal and you can do it.
Building good habits is challenging because they often require discipline, consistent effort and time before results become noticeable.
When we fail, we learn what didn't work. Think of Thomas Edison. He failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Each mistake gave him a new information. This is the secret of growth mindset. Instead of saying, I can't do it, you can do it. Then failure will become a lesson, not a limit.
The growth mindset transforms challenges into opportunities. So the next time you fail, don't give up. Remember that every challenge is a hidden lesson pushing you forward. So fail, learn, and grow. This is the real secret of success.
Many people consider failure as something negative, but in reality, it can be one of the most powerful forces for personal and growth. The first point is that failure teaches us lessons. When we fail, we learn what went wrong and how to do better next time. Failure shows us the way to improve. For example, Thomas Edison, he attempted countless times to make the light bulb work and failed over 1,000 times. Each failure provided him with knowledge that ultimately led to his success. The second point is that failure makes us stronger. Failing can be challenging, but it builds patience, determination, and resilience. It teaches us to persist and never give up. For example, Najib Mahfouz, the Egyptian writer, faced many challenges before becoming famous. His first works were not well received, but he kept writing and eventually won the Nobel Prize in Literature. The last point is that failure gives new opportunities. Sometimes a closed door leads to something even better. That failure can guide us to new paths we never expected. For example, Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, the company he founded. Then he returned, introduced the iPhone, and made Apple one of the most successful companies in the world. His failure paved the way for even greater accomplishments.
We often admire success stories, but the truth is that success on its own teaches us very little. Success can be comfortable and enjoyable. Failure, however, is different. It's uncomfortable, sometimes painful. Yet, it has the unique power to reveal our weaknesses and to point us toward real growth. Think about it. When we succeed, we stop thinking why. But when we failed, we analyze what went wrong, whether it was lack preparation, poor strategies, or even overconfidence. This reflection becomes the foundation of the future improvement. History is full of examples. Thomas Edison, after 1,000 of failed experiments with light bulb, he famously said, I have not failed. I've just created 1,000 ways that won't work. His story shows us that failure is not the opposite of success, but it is a part of the journey to it.
First, I would like to ask you a question. Would you rather wait for one day or start today as day one? The truth is, one day can only come from small, constant steps by improving just 1% every single day. This is the main idea of our project today. Our goal is to become a better version of ourselves compared to yesterday. We can achieve this by avoiding bad habits, building good ones, and continuously learning, whether through reading, attending courses, or engaging in new experience.
There is one habit which is the secret for changing your life more than anything: reading. And I specifically talk about self-development books. Self-development books acts as your personal coach.
Once you understand this cycle, you own the power to rewrite your own story. The real strength is not in fighting bad habits, but in replacing them with good ones that move you closer to your own goals.
By stepping outside of our comfort zones and confronting challenges directly, we transform uncertainty into opportunities for growth. Building confidence is a continuous journey that involves practicing positive self-talk, using effective body language, developing skill through practice, and facing fear with courage. Confidence is not a gift we are born with, but a skill we can strengthen every single day.
Our project for today was about the 1% rule, how tiny improvements add up to create a huge success. If you improve yourself or your work by just 1% every day, the small gains will add up to create a huge success over time. Tiny steps are easier than trying to make a big difference all at once. Success built on small and repeated actions. By focusing on tiny improvements every day, anyone can achieve his goal in work, in life, in school, or in health.